hard. They run the majority of the business for me. We have great trust. Like actually, this last week, one of them was all for a full. So the people that you employ in the Philippines, how? So the people that you employ in the Philippines.
For comments and post your questions here.
I'm so sorry for that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in sa live na ito. By the way, my name is Rafael, and I'm the admin of VA Rookies PH. So I'm also a virtual assistant. My specialty is social media, graphic design, creatives. I'm also doing web design and all. So with no further ado, guys. Before pala natin ipasok si Coach Nino Haos today, wala kayong naririnig? All right. So anyways, guys, before anything else, I just wanted to promote this stuff right here sa screen na nakikita nyo. Virtual teammate guys sa lahat ng mga uh, naghahanap ng work as of the moment. You can apply at Virtual Teammate. It's $5 to $7 per hour. Tap said if meron kayong issues in sending or if you wanted to send money to your friends and families abroad, vice versa, gamitin nyo yung tap said, Finlo. And ito yung atomic card. So ayan, with no further ado guys, one of the tinitingala ko sa social media industry, and he owns a 6-digit or even 7-digit company called Neo Serve Social Media Services. This person is a key speaker sa mga DICT events. And this person is really an experienced virtual assistant. So, with no further ado, guys, let me go ahead and introduce to you Boss Nino of Neo Social Media Service. Hello,
Hi.
boss.
Hi, Ralph. Ang weird ng ulo ko, no? Napuputol-putol siya.
Same. So anyway, sir, kumusta? Kumustang dinner natin dyan?
Yeah, doing great. Naglumpia lang kami. Lumpia wrapper.
Di ba? Di ba, are you still continuing that fitness journey mo?
Yes, bro. Treadmill na lang. I mean, we've done sessions with my coach. Ako na lang on my own.
Wow, sana all. So, what's the progress? Ano yung dating timbang mo, then what's your current weight as of the moment?
Ito na lang. Well, iba-iba naman ang progress, no? Kasi iba-iba naman yung body natin. But maximum na na-lose ko was around 2 kilos lang.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's still a significant improvement, boss.
Yeah, I mean, you become more aware of what you're eating. At the same time, you're conscious now of what you're drinking, importance of sleep, ganun.
Ayan. So, by the way, boss, sa mga new pa lang na nag-subscribe sa page natin, boss ninyo is one of the key figure in the foundation ng VA Rookie. So ever since napaka-supportive ni boss ninyo. So boss, can you introduce yourself, like maybe brief description, ano yung saan ka nagsimula, ano yung mga achievements mo so far?
My name is Nino, no? I'm from Cagayan de Oro.
Go ahead ka lang.
Sa face ko, bro. Yeah. I am actually 22 years old. 10 years ago. I'm a very chill person. I don't really... Yeah, chill lang talaga ako na person. And even that reflects in the way I work, in the way I live my life. No? And I've been a social media manager since I was still in college. So mahirap lang po kami, no? Di kasi ako maka-apply ng work kasi wala pa akong diploma back then. Di rin ako papasa sa... Unlike you, brother, no? Kasi tignan mo naman the way I speak, parang di talaga ako papasa doon. So, the only option ko lang nakita while gusto ko magkapagtapos ng college, the same time earning, is freelancing talaga. And sinimulan ko siya from scratch. Wala pang mga training dati like what you're providing right now to the community, no? So, to you guys, please extend talaga, gratitude and also support kay Sir Ralph for doing this free resources and trainings to you guys. And yeah, a lot has happened. I landed clients left and right, locally first. And then from there, we were able to scale up the moment I graduated kasi marami na akong time in my hands. And then we started my own agency. And then I was tapped by the ICT and other government agencies for training na din, mag-conduct ng social media training.
So basically, boss, you are partnered with DICT.
Contractual siya, brother, bale di ako empleyado. So there will be a contract na for this arrangement, 25, 30 scholars. So that's one batch. So the moment na matapos sila, then the contract ends. And then kung may another batch ulit, that's another contract na naman.
That's wonderful. So far, sir, saang mga places ka na nakapunta because of this opportunity? Kasi parang pansin ko, parang every month may 2 or 3 kang travel. So what are the places you've been to?
Dito ra, malls lang. Sa Cagayan. Kidding
Are you
aside, I am also in a long distance relationship with my girlfriend. So nasa Manila siya. So part yan ng work-life balance, no? Na I try to make it a goal to be with her at least for a week sa Manila every month. So yan yung commitment ko. And then from there, meron ng plans in traveling abroad, brother, but gusto ko kasi kasama siya. Ang lonely kasi pupunta ako lang.
True.
Yeah.
Sama mo ako dyan.
Pag DICT, daming budget project. Yes, of course. And ini-insure din yan, Ma'am Neil ba yun? So Sir Neil ba yun? Na each scholar is tatapusin talaga yung course. Kasi each lot was paid, I think around 25,000 per slot. So imagine mo yun. That's taxes, by the way. Hindi yan straight from the their wallet. So it's from the government. So we try to make sure na meron talagang matapos and magka-client sa mga course na yun.
Ayan, so about the city, since napag-uusapan naman natin, boss, how can they avail or how can they enroll to this program since it is for free, I think?
Yeah, matagal na siya, brother. 2015 pa siya eh. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Pero naging trainer ako sa kanila 2021. Yeah, and then from there, kasi peak kasi yun ng pandemic eh. So yung offer ng ganun, free trainings was consistent. So every batch, pagkatapos ng batch, may next batch agad. So ang nangyayari doon, ang criteria is number 1, dapat wala kang work. So unemployed. And then number 2, meron kang own laptop and device. Now, the difficulty kasi difficulty is sila yung namimili. So, pag nag-apply ka, tapos may empleyado ka, nalaman ng empleyado, di ka talaga tatanggapin. If wala kang enough device, laptop to perform tasks, di ka talaga papasa. And then, if you're asking as of now, I don't know if meron pa rin silang they're running courses as of now. Kasi yung focus nila lately is into AI. Cybersecurity, ganun. Way back kasi into freelancing talaga pinupush kasi pandemic yun na times eh. But working with them, we've trained 7 batches na, brother. So that's around 30 times 7 na sa mga ganun na mga natulungan natin.
Nice. And all of them are somehow successful na or may
67% success rate. So 67 sa kanila working online. Some even are earning more than I do. So totoo lang. It's not an issue kasi it's a great opportunity na katulong ka sa tao, di ba?
True. I totally believe in that. And that's the main reason why we are doing this webinar, sir. And thank you so much, by the way, sir, for accepting the invite.
Siyempre, ikaw pa.
So anyways, boss, we do have prepared some questions here because being a virtual assistant, I believe that having somebody na nilulook up mo is something na vital in this industry kasi there are a lot of resources naman, but if there will be somebody na pwede nating i-look up to seek advices, that will be a great help as well. So merong mga question dito.
Yeah, sure.
These are some questions from mga newbies at yung mga bago pa lang sa industry or even yung mga matagal na sa industry. So the first question, paano ako makakahanap ng client? Ayan. So yan yung pinaka question na tinatanong talaga mostly.
Okay, so this is actually explained, no, and breakdown natin to siya sa crash course. So I personally, aside sa DICT, meron akong crash course. So and I disclose there paano kayo makaland ng clients for makaland ng foreign clients, no, as SMM, social media manager for them. But since friend naman na kami ni Ralph and you guys really spared your time to spend with us tonight, so sasabihin ko na.
And then from there,
Go ahead.
Number one, marketplace talaga yan. So when you say marketplace, it's a website where madami kayong magbebenta. So think of Shopee, pero ang Shopee kasi you are selling tangible, physical na product. So nahahawakan. Pero this time, sa marketplace kasi natin, we are offering or selling services. So services are invisible products. So SMM, VA, video editing. So same na nakikita mo sa Shopee, ganun din mangyayari sa atin. So pwede silang maka-compare. Diba? So, sadly, doon sila sa pinakamababa, brother, no? So, sino yung, parang bibili ka lang sa Shopee, sino yung pinakamura doon ako? So yan yung disadvantage ng marketplace, pero merong clients dyan. And that's number one, no? Saan ka makakahanap sa mga marketplace? Ano examples ng marketplace? Of course, we have Online Jobs PH, we have Upwork, and meron akong dalawang secret na website na sasabihin ko lang din sa mga trainees ko lang din. But I'll give you a clue. It's a website na probably you haven't considered applying doon. And yung 2 recent clients na na-close namin, brother, was from that website.
Yung sinabi mo sa akin na sabay talagang nag-sign in sa'yo.
Yeah.
Nice. Congratulations.
Kasi pag online jobs ka palagi, nandun kasi kayo lahat eh. Hindi na na-consider ang other options eh. So nandun na nag-post sa iba, konti lang kami nag-apply doon, hindi mas malaki ang chance namin na doon kami maka-client. So yan yung dyan, logic. Number 2, brother, is social media, no? That might sound weird. Social media, parang memes lang yan for me eh. Diba? To express my strong opinion sa politics, diba? Recent naman yan na issue ngayon. But so guys, social media lang para sa mga ganyang bagay eh. Pwede ka rin makahanap ng clients dyan. You just need to find the right location, and that's Facebook groups. Ang problema kasi with Facebook groups na sinasalihan natin minsan, freelancers, is doon din tayo sa puro freelancers ang members. Hindi naman sila clients eh. They are actually your competitors. So, competitors mo yan sila eh. So, bakit ka nandun din? Okay naman nandun ka to learn and ask advice din sa ibang freelancer. Pero if you are looking for a job, you need to find a group na nandun ang clients, hindi nandun yung competitors mo. So that's number 2, social media, Facebook groups, pero pa other sige, disclose ko na lang, Instagram. And I'm not sure if na-try mo na makakuha ng clients sa Instagram, brother, but Instagram actually.
Instagram and YouTube.
Oh, that's new. We haven't done YouTube, but that's a good that's something new for me. Number 3, brother, no? So una, marketplace. Number 2, social media. Number 3, referrals talaga yan. So yan sa nakakalimutan natin is referral. So we can be referred in 2 ways. Number 1, na-refer tayo kasi nag-request tayo ng referral sa client or someone na may client. For example, wala akong kliyente. Si Ralph may kliyente. Nagpa-refer ako sa kanya. So that way, that's number 3, referral. Another is, ako personally, nagka-client ako. Example, isa. Naging lang siya, pro bono lang, no? Or for example, short term lang yan. Ginalingan ko talaga. Pero, ang intention ko talaga is ma-refer din niya ako sa mga friends niya na business owners. Okay?
True.
Number 1, marketplace, Upwork, online jobs, social media, and then referrals. Okay ba?
Nice. Very good. So, you have mentioned, boss, pro bono. So, you sa state mo na yan or sa level mo na as a freelancer, you are still accepting pro bono projects?
No, hindi. I'm saying it for our audience who are starting out na wala talaga experience. Kasi that's the fastest way kasi, brother, to secure a client. Now, ang pro bono, brother, no, isa sa misconception sa pro bono kasi kahit afford ng client, magpapa-pro bono ka pa rin. So ang idea kasi sa pro bono originally is ganito yan. So pag may alam ka, for example, taga Davao ka, no? Taga saan ka nga, brother? Anong city exactly?
Malalag, Davao del Sur.
Malalag, Davao del Sur. So let's say, brother, sa Malalag, sample, ano ka, wala kang experience. Gusto mo talaga mag-try. So ang gagawin mo, maghanap ka ng, let's say, coffee shop or anything aligned sa interest mo. So sample, mahilig ka mag-coffee shop. Mag-offer ka sa kanya and then nakita mo siya na starting pa lang siya na business. So you pair with a starting business and you're a starting freelancer. So that's a good match. Okay? Kasi pareho kayong starting. Iba kasi yung starting ka tapos mag-offer ka ng pro bono sa meron naman kayo, matagal na company. Meron yan silang pera eh. So ang maganda dyan is magtulungan kayo, new business siya, new freelancer ka, you pair together, and then tatlo ang setup niyan. Number one is wala talagang bayad, no? Walang bayad. So basically, ang magkukuha mo lang is recommendation or testimonial. So sasabihin niya si Ralph has been a very good, creative, napaka-dependable niya as SMM for our coffee shop. Yun na makukuha mo. That's one setup. And of course, ang nagawa mo for them will be in your portfolio. Magagamit siya sa portfolio mo. Ang another setup, brother, is pay siya and then the remaining, for example, ang singil mo is 5,000 sana. For a local lang ya, starting. 5,000. So let's say 2,500 bibigay sa'yo. 2,500 is product or service. So when I was starting, brother, college, yan ang setup sa isang client. So 2,500 cash, 2,500 doon ako kakain sa restaurant sa SM. So yung mga classmate ko, kakain sila doon sa cafeteria. Ako doon ako sa SM kakain sa restaurant. Kasi part of that payment na yan sa akin as SMM sa kanila dati. And then number 3, ano ba number 3? Hindi ko na maisip. Basta na yun na yung dalawa. So number 1, wala kang makukuha. Referral lang. Recommendation. Malagay mo sa portfolio. Number 2 is yun nga, may bayad half. And then half of it is product or service nila.
Yan. So I just also wanted to share kasi nakarelate ako sa sinabi mo earlier na you reach out to a local brand. So this is a real life scenario and I have experienced this. So I'm gonna share to you a local business. So if you are here located in Malalag, so you know this store. So ito yung parang this is my first ever business na tinulungan ko sa social media and graphics design nila. This is way back 2020 if I'm not mistaken. So I was ang story nito, boss, is bagong bukas lang nila tapos wala talaga mga design, wala talaga mga ganito. Tapos that time I was just starting as a social media manager. I think 2021 parang patapos na yung pandemic noon eh. So sabi ko, what if naging social media manager naman ako. I'm applying as social media manager pero walang tumatanggap. Napag-isipan ko na, wala silang graphics, wala silang menu, wala silang parang list of products. And what I did is I created a graphics, a logo for them. Itong logo na to, though hindi siya gawa ko lang siya sa Canva, but I did it. And also I created their food list or yung pagbayan nila. And you know what, guys, I used that as my portfolio in and that was my parang entry point as a social media manager. So I really can agree on what you said earlier. Now pro bono really helps a lot. Really helps a lot. So sa mga nanonood, wag kayong mag-isip agad ng sahod. So since you are starting, it's very important to build your portfolio. Ayan. So just singit ko lang, boss, kasi nakarelate ako dyan na part. I'm not really sure if Neil, parang nandito si Neil, but anyways, boss, let's proceed to the next question. Yung question natin, number 3. Parang i-jump ko lang sa next question. So, ang question is, ano ang mga kailangan kong skills para maging successful? Ayan. So, parang... Nice.
Number one, sa SMM, creativity talaga. You need to be creative. And isa yan sa mga hesitation sa mga tao no, to pursue SMM kasi kailangan mo may creative. Pero meron na kasi tayong help ng AI. So, with the help of AI, sa paggagawa ng content, it's divided into two parts. So, we have the visual and the verbal. The verbal is the copy, the visual is the creative. So, from there, di mo alam ano yung ika-caption mo, di mo rin alam ano yung gagawin mo na content or graphics or creatives. So, meron na tayong tools. We have ChatGPT and Canva. So if wala kang creativity, ang kailangan mo na lang is yung skill in navigating both tools. So, dapat alam mo paano gumamit ng AI tool and then Canva. Di necessarily on those two, no? Pwede kang gumamit ng other alternatives, basta that's the point. You have a AI tool, and then graphic design tool.
Yeah. So, ano yung parang advice mo, sir? Let's say, I wanted to be a virtual assistant. Wala talaga akong alam. But, ano yung parang tips mo in figuring out ano yung pwedeng niche or pwedeng skills na pwede kong i-offer sa client? Like for you, like for you, on some point you don't have any idea with social media, but you figure out that social media is for you. So ano yung parang journey or ano yung parang considerations mo in selecting that niche, and what are the tips that you could offer to the aspiring virtual assistant in identifying ano yung specialization or niche na i-offer nila sa client?
Bias ako, brother, kasi SMM talaga sasabihin ko kasi I've never done other niche in my entire career. So, bakit SMM? Foundation kasi ang SMM eh. So, foundation siya. So, for marketing, and then pwede kang mag-upskill into Facebook ads, and then pwede ka rin mag-upskill ng chatbot. So, all three pwede mo siyang i-offer in one client. So, that's 3 pay in one client. So, ang foundation is SMM. Another reason SMM kasi is malakas ang demand. Every day may naghahanap ng SMM. And it's actually number one, ranked as number one in LinkedIn for 6 years, ang SMM. And madaming available resources online. So, meron tayong YouTube, marami ng resource dyan. And it's actually very beginner-friendly. And marami na din tayong tools to pull it off.
Yeah, nice. So, technically, guys, isa din to. I just wanted to add up on that. So, I am also a social media manager, and I am doing graphic design mainly. I'm, parang yung strength ko talaga is on graphic design. But if you are trying to, or parang if you are considering to be a virtual assistant, dapat you identify your strength. Dapat meron kang realization ano yung magaling ka. So, siguro magaling ka sa graphic design, or siguro magaling ka sa sales. We don't know. Magaling ka siguro sa data entry. Magaling ka siguro sa accounting. So, i-figure out mo yan. So, list down 20 skills na alam mo. Then, narrow it down to 5. Then, yung 5 na natira, mag-soul searching ka or i-meditate mo talaga yan. And from there, that will be the basis on building your specialization. Kasi, boss, do you agree that in order for you to be a successful virtual assistant, you need to have a strong specialization?
Hindi rin ako makasabi ng kasi SMM lang buong buhay ko, brother eh.
Yeah, but that is
to answer na lang why I decided SMM. Number one, na kasi ako, user ng social media eh. Para for me, it's already a good starting point eh. Social media user na ako by default. So maganda siyang starting point for me as social media. Pero if you're asking dapat meron bang specialization, for me, ako bias talaga ako. Dapat meron kang specialization.
And that makes you a successful boss kasi you specialize social media talaga, and you are not jack of all trades but master of none. You are a master of social media. So ayan. So if you are niche down, parang ayaw talaga makapasok ni Neil, but let me ask him to join. But anyways, boss, meron naman let's proceed with the next question. So this is more technical into sa freelancing stuff, no? So ano yung tamang presyo ng serbisyo?
Okay, that's a good question.
Uh-huh.
Of course, it will also always depend sa experience ko, no? So, in reality, brother, SMM lang din to, no? Sa SMM kasi, ang isang, sample taga-US ako, ang i-charge ng isang US citizen sa isang US client for SMM is $4,000.
Mm-hmm.
Kano yan?
$4,000? Wow.
Okay.
$4,000. How much is that?
4,000. And then let's say, for example, mag-hire siya sa Pilipinas, mag-outsource siya, instead of hiring and spending 4,000. Pupunta siya sa Pinas. And let's say, mag-offer siya ng 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
How much yung na-save niya sa'yo?
Okay.
And then we are hesitant to charge at least 1,000 to them.
Ganun. I totally agree with that. Parang, nakakatawa because this is something that I experienced before, boss. When I was asked na, how much is your asking rate? Tapos nahihiya pa ako magsabi na $5. Pero it really makes sense because laking tipid talaga na mga business owners if they will outsource us, upsource us. Imagine, you mentioned earlier 4,000. How much is that? 200K sa Philippine peso? But if they will pay 1,000 USD, that will be 57. And napakalaking, $57 per month, napakalaki na niyan. That's probably the reason why, boss, you're traveling often. So
and yan yung reason na parang hesitant ang tao na 6 figures. You just need 2 clients lang actually to get there. Now, of course, meron tayong factors, no? Like for example, starting ka pa lang, and medyo di ka pa talaga confident, you can go lower naman than that. But the idea is, if you've been a freelancer for quite some time, there's no reason to be hesitant sa ganyang rate kasi ang laki na na-save nila sa'yo to begin with.
So, dapat you add value to your service or you add value to yourself para malaki ding offer sa'yo. Alright. So, yeah, napaka-insightful. So, let's move on. Sabi ni Sir Neil, hindi kasi nasanay sa pag-ask ng price kundi ang client ang pinapasabi ng price. That is correct. Kasi parang nature na natin as Filipino na nahihiya tayo sa mga foreigner. But don't be, nakalimutan ko yung English ng mahiya. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be shy. I think, don't be shy. Guys, don't be shy. Don't be shy to give your price. Ayan. So, huwag kayong matakot din if they will decline your application kasi malaki yung offer mo. It's their loss, not yours. Yeah. So, as long as you know your value, you will find the client that's meant for you. Ayan.
Ito bro, real talaga to nangyari, no? This is very important. So, ang offer niya sa akin was 260. Ay, nasabi ko to sa group chat pala.
Oh, man.
260 yung offer niya. $260. Sabi ko, grabe, pangkupap ko lang yan. Pangkupap pala guys, is a toy collectible yan. No? So yan yung hobby ko outside work aside sa other things. So sabi ko, pangkupap ko lang yan $260 mo. So, sabi ko sa kanya na ako, matagal na ako, I'm confident I can bring results to your brand. So sabi ko, nag-counter offer ako ng 1,200. And then nakipag-negotiate pa siya, sige, payag ako, pero 1,000, o siba? So kung minaw na 1,000 ko yun, gagawin pa sana yung 800. So sabi ko, 1,200 para magbabaan pa niya, sige, meet tayo 1,000.
Diba? So, kailangan lang talaga ng matindihang negotiation. Diba?
Kasi if you don't try to control the conversation kasi they feel like they can control you, they can control also the pricing. But if you control the conversation, ikaw mag-initiate na, ay, di pwede sa akin yan. Ito, ganyan. Wala silang choice to push through sa offer mo.
That is correct, yeah. So, ang key learning ko dyan is, if you won't control the conversation, they will control you. Ipopost ko yan.
Ang kasi brother, no, na sometimes kasi, work-life balance na context, no.
Mhm.
Gusto kasi nating mag-earn ng malaki. Let's say 6. Yan naman, no? Naging negative lang ang connotations. Pero actually, brother, ang dami na nang kilala na 6 digits figure, brother. Kasi dalawa lang client kailangan mo for that eh. So, let's say for example, gusto mo umabot dyan and then you're just okay lang sa'yo yung 20, 25 kasi yan naman ang common offer ng mga agency. So, ipagsasabay mo yun, 4, 25 times 4, yun nga. Yun naman, wala ka na ng oras sa sarili mo. Kaya ang maganda dyan, you lessen it out pero charge higher. Ano na talaga yan.
That is
Fewer
correct.
na nga yung client, malaki yung pay, mas ma-save mo pa yung time mo para to pursue other things.
Yes, napakaganda ng tips na yan, boss, kasi most of the virtual assistant I know, they have 3 to 5 clients, but hindi nila ma-achieve yung 6-digit figure. Why? Because they are accepting $1, $2, $3. Yeah. So less money, more hassle, tapos ang ending niyan, tatagos ka na sa wall. So, wag ganyan, guys. So, that's the reason why that's the reason why we have this conversation, para to give you an idea that 2 clients lang pala yung kailangan mo na premium to achieve 6 digits figure. Ayan. So, let's read comments, boss. Go ahead. You're
yan, nasasabi natin siyang premium. Premium ang 1,000 pataas in a sense na malaki kasi siya sa atin, di ba? Pero yun nga in the context of sa kanila, nakasave siya ng 3,000 sa'yo. Yan pala iisipin mo, parang win-win na nga di ba? Tapos, pag bababa ka pa dyan, exploitative na siya in a sense So, pwede pa to. Tapos, papayag ka pa na palagi ng hourly. Ako, brother, I've never taken hourly. Alam mo ba yan? So, always yan monthly. So, for example, ito yon 1 to, for example, 1 to per month. Yan na, hindi mo na ako kailangan na hourly talaga. Dapat, in a month, ito yung gagawin ko. Then yan, ang ibabayad mo. Ganun lang yan. Kasi pag hourly kasi, tendency niyan, time tracker, di ba? Kasi yan naman basihan na may hourly ka dun Pero if nasa isang agency ka, common talaga yan hourly. Yun lang talaga ang problema.
Ayan.
Pero if you are able to secure a client directly, laki talaga. Sometimes kasi we are hesitant to have faith in ourselves na kaya natin yan. Ang kailangan lang talaga is kapal ng mukha, persistency, wag diretso ma-discourage. Kahit nga ako, ang tagal ko na, brother, nare-reject pa rin ako. Grabe yun Imagine mo, 10 years na nag-freelance, nare-reject pa rin. Tapos ito lang, na-reject ka lang, di ba?
Tapos nakakatawa pa, mostly nagre-reject sa akin is mga agency. So, so parang sign na talaga yun na parang hindi ako mag-apply sa agency. So, boss, let's read some comments here.
Ay, sige.
My time nga parang kanyan. Ito kay John Oliver. Meron po bang niche na pwede pasukan as data encoder? Meron din po bang alam Google Sheets? Ayan, parang hindi are you comfortable answering this, boss, since you are not specializing this? Or can you answer this?
Siguro ang naging trabaho ko lang na nag-involve ng Google Sheet yung mag-outreach ng influencer. Di ko nabanggit if na-mention ko ba sa'yo dati na I work for a lingerie brand dati.
Lingerie?
Oo, lingerie. Oo.
Parang if you know, you know.
I need to outreach to them, influencer. So I have to tabulate it in Google Sheet. So yun na experience ko Sir John, no? Pero yung niche na ang i-offer ko lang talaga sa client is ganyan, data entry, Google Sheets, wala Kung gusto mo ma-explore SMM, just let Sir Ralph know or let me know kasi we can always help you guys.
Yes. And so let's move on with the next question, sir. Kasi we value your time. Yeah, we value. So, paano po ba pamahalaan? Wow, grabing ang lalim ng Tagalog. Paano po ba i-manage ang oras ng maayos?
Okay. Merong quote kasi dyan, brother, na kung kulang ang 24 hours, kailangan ka mag-add pa ng hours. So, how do we do that? Kung 24 hours lang meron ka, paano mo magagawa yan? So, ang solusyon is kukuha ka talaga ng ibang tao para meron ding another, so you have 48 hours in a day. So yan yung hack. You can I've learned this from 4-hour work week. So yung 4-hour work week na book, brother, is about 4 hours ka lang magtatrabaho in a week. So how do you do that? And isa din yan sa key into work-life balance is yung dalawa. Number 1, i-automate mo yung mga task mo. Number 2, magde-delegate ka talaga to someone. Now, una tayo sa automate. So for SMM, tatapusin mo talagang content good for 1 month sa isang upuan if kaya mo. Tapos, once done and approved ng client, schedule mo na lahat. Tapos na. So automate mo na, schedule mo na. Including the story, schedule mo na siya. Number 2, de-delegate mo siya. Now, if you cannot hire someone, kasi I have a personal VA, I'm paying her $5 per hour. So aside from having a VA, hindi mo kaya mag-pay, is pwede talaga yung kapatid mo. Isa yan sa mga reason ko na gusto ko sana may kapatid ako. Bibigyan ko ng 500. Sorry, natatawa talaga ako sa inyo.
Wow.
Bibigyan ko ng 500. Sana ba? Sorry.
Pwede pala yun, 500 lang ibigay. Yung VA ko kasi is my... go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Sorry. Tatawa pa rin ako.
No, what I'm saying is, sa'yo kapatid, and you can give 500 pesos. Yung sa akin kasi, yung VA ko is, yung jowa ko. So, I cannot give 500. So, hindi tatalab yung 500.
I understand. Pero yan siya. If it's not a sibling, it could be a partner. It could be someone na you can be trusted. Say, of course, di ba? And then, oversee ka pa rin. Itetrain mo din siya, of course. And hindi na lang entirely siya, no? That doesn't mean, kasi from the word assistant mo siya, mag-assist lang siya. Ikaw pa rin yung main bida. Mag-assist lang siya sa areas para makasave ka lang ng time. So, automate, delegate. Nice. Automate, delegate.
Nice. Automate, delegate. That's the word of the day. Automate, delegate. Nice. So, let's move on with the other questions, sir. So, this is parang emotional keme na question.
Yeah,
so, paano mo maiiwasan ang burnout? Ayan.
Okay. So, never go beyond 8 hours. Yun naman talaga yan eh. So, you do not go beyond work hours. So, for example, wala tayong magagawa kung na-lock-in ka talaga for full-time 8 hours. So, doon na talaga. So, you set boundary. Anything beyond that, hindi ka na pwedeng i-text, hindi ka na pwedeng i-call, and then you set a boundary na I'll do this first thing tomorrow. Now, let's say for example, ang 8 hours is naka-burnout na within the 8 hours, hindi na beyond, then dyan napapasok yung pag-reorganize ng task mo. Always kasi, ang overwhelm kasi, brother, pag meron tayong trabaho, na-overwhelm tayo kasi ang laki. So, we have to cut it down into small parts. So, titignan mo muna ano bang pinakauna. And what helps it is isulat mo siya sa paper. So number 1, una kong gagawin. Number 2, instead of just putting it in your head, so una kong gagawin. Number 2, isulat mo siya. And then that actually frees up stress sa ulo mo. And from there, ako kasi, brother, burnout, guilty talaga ako niyan because when I was in college, gusto ko talaga productive palagi. May magawa hanggang sa tinamaan ako ng anxiety. Alam mo ba, di ako naniniwala ng mental health dati. Di ako naniniwala dyan. Parang kabadingan yan sa akin dati. Mental health, depression, anxiety. Yan, di ako naniniwala dyan. Until tumaan ako. So, na-diagnose ako ng GAD. So, General Anxiety Disorder. Grabe siya. Nahihilo ka lang bigla. Kinakabahan ka kasi nakaupo ka lang naman. Feeling mo, mamamatay ka na. Ganun talaga feeling. And then you cannot gigising ka ng 3 a.m. parang mamamatay ka na. Ganun talaga. Sorry for the word, no? You can censor this. Pero parang ganun talaga ang feeling. So doon ka na, totoo pala itong mental health, guys. So burnout ako noon kasi thesis sa office, pinagsabay ko pa. May client work pa kasi estudyante ako, freelance na ako eh. So tinamaan ng GAD. So doon ako nag-start ng kailangan talaga ng work-life balance. Kailangan talaga ingatan ng sarili, physically, mentally. So doon na nga pumasok yung automate, delegate, at the same time, i-chop mo yung isang malaking task into small parts and then focus ka lang from 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4 hanggang sa matapos. There are 2 ways to get things done, brother. No, I'm not sure nakita mo yung viral post na dalawang bata na nagsa-stock sila ng baso yata. So ang isa, nagsisimula siya sa kumahanap yun, pero dalawa silang bata, naka straight line lang, isipin mo. Tapos may naka-stock ng mga cups. So yung una, yung isa, ilalagay niya yung cup first, kasi ang goal is ilalagay sila lahat sa isang box. Ang isa, nagsimula siya sa first cup, and then ilagay niya sa box, then sa second, third cup, fourth, hanggang sa natapos siya. Ang isa, nagsimula siya sa pinaka-last na cup, and then lagay niya sa box, next na malayo, hanggang sa yun sa pinakamalapit. Sino ang naunang matapos?
Sino?
Yung nagsimula sa pinaka-last na cup ang nakauna. And dalawa na, meron na akong dalawang nakitang TikTok na ganyan. Nag-start siya sa pinaka-last cup. Una siyang nalagay ang lahat ng cup sa isang box. So we call it, ang first kasi, we call it snowball. Ang snowball, yung unang ginawa ng bata, snowball is you start with the easiest first. So, ano ba pinakamadali? So, ito yung cup na malapit sa box, ito yung una ko ilalagay. And then the second cup, malapit, next. Second, third, fourth. Yung second naman, we call it eat the frog. Eat the frog is you start with the hardest. So, yung una, yung second na bata, doon siya nag-start sa cup sa pinakamalayo. Nilagay niya sa box. Next na malayo, hanggang sa umabot siya sa pinakamalapit. So either way naman, kasi both are getting things done. So snowball or eat the frog, ganun ang strategy mo. One at a time lang. So you can start with the easiest or you start with the hardest. And then all the way through na din yun.
Nice. So
Okay.
wag gawin at the same time.
Okay,
Kasi
yun ang point.
yan, kasi ang ending mo yan magiging kang brother. I never experienced that
Burnout?
anxiety before.
Hindi. Hindi mo pa na-experience? Gusto mo ma-experience?
Ayaw ko.
Get your
And that's the reason why boss, I'm not accepting clients outside my work time. So yung work time is from 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yan lang talaga yung parang
sa
time
Philippines,
to work for hours ko. So that's 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. Kasi
so
sanay
tulog ka
Yeah.
morning to ano. Okay.
Yes, totally. And I don't, as much as possible, boss, I'm not accepting or any engagement or work by Saturdays and Sundays kasi yan yung parang rest day ko talaga. Kasi I have experience yung hindi ako umabot ng anxiety, boss, like yung sabi mo na parang mamamatay ka na, but I have this series of parang if I am very stressed, sobrang lalim ng sobrang lalim ng hininga ko, as in yung parang ganun lang ako ng ganun. So when I know that when it's happening to me, I know that I'm extremely stressed. Then I think I'm not really sure ano yung tawag diyan, or as anxiety bang matatawag na parang is that anxiety, boss, na parang if you are riding a car, nasa isip mo mababangga kayo, or always feeling mo na babalik na si Lord, or always feeling mo na lilindol every single minute, yung ganun. So is that called anxiety or ano?
Well, since I'm not a psychiatrist, pero based on that description, no, parang expecting doom to happen, no, isa yan sa mga symptoms.
Pero hindi pa yun, hindi pa
parang iba yun sa akin, bro, na mahirapan kang minga, tapos magagano'n ka, control away. Pero gagaling ka. Basta magpa-follow ka sa instructions ng doctor, meron ka ding minsan medicine. And thankfully ako, hindi na ako palaging nagte-take, saka lang pag may inatake, pero lately di ako ina-atake. Kasi work-life balance tayo, guys.
Diba? Sana alls. Diba, guys? So itong next question natin is, paano pamamahal, ano ba yun?
Ay, babalik yata.
I think tapos na yan. So, ano yung parang legal aspect ng pagiging VA?
Wait lang.
Na,
Hindi yata lumalabas ang tamang tanong. Number 4 pa rin siya, bro.
wait lang, boss, ha. Ito na lang, boss, kay para
Legality? Oo, sige. Iba na
no
lang.
no no. Let's do this na lang kasi parang bumabalik tayo sa legal side. So ano tong question na to? Paano ko mapapanatili ang work-life balance? So we have established the time, we have established how to avoid burnout. So I believe you have answered this, but let's expound on this. Paano ko mapapanatili yung work-life balance?
You make a commitment talaga sa sarili mo. Personal decision na moving forward, di ko talaga halayaan na puro trabaho ang buhay ko. So, I personally try to demonstrate that to all my trainees, bro. No? So, kita mo naman yan sa social media ko. Hindi lang all about SMM. Hindi always about trabaho. Of course, I try to mention it. But I try to show that it's only a part of my life, not my life. So compared to other coaches na buong buhay nila, titignan mo feed all about SMM, all about freelancing, BA. Although, pwede naman nilang, ay, grabe papakita talaga, wag na. Wag na.
Kasi
Talaga siya,
actually boss, I always watching your sana all. I'm always watching your social media and I'm aspiring to have this kind of experience, yung nagagawa mo yung mga gusto mo like Funko Pop. Actually boss, I'm trying to start collecting Funko Pop. Sabi ko sa iyo,
that's good.
I'm starting with TAS, tapos na-add na sa bucket list ko si Jeff the Shark. Are you familiar with Jeff the Shark? So ayan, so yung mga cutesy na man. So you can really tell that yung buhay ni boss ninyo inside and out of social media is something na you can see work-life balance talaga. So hindi lang yung freelancing kasi, it's not only flexing money, having multiple clients, interview with the clients, yung parang nasa bahay ka lang. It's there's more to work than meets the eye. So napakaraming opportunity outside work. And balik tayo sa question. Paano mapapanatili ang work-life balance? How do you manage it, boss? How do you make it seems like parang hindi ka nagtatrabaho? Kasi feel ko wala kang trabaho eh. But you are earning a lot. So how do you manage? How do you do it?
Yeah, yung sinabi ko lang din, no? So number 1, try to get few clients per higher rate. And then at the same time, you automate and you delegate. At the same time, you pursue other things that you really want. So hindi kasi pwede lang, si nagaganito siya, gawin ko din. Dapat alam mo talaga sa sarili mo, ito yung interest ko, so ito gagawin mo. Kaya, yeah, very fulfilling ang life pag ginagawa mo talaga yung gusto mo, hindi yung ginagawa ng iba lang just because nakikita mo. And paano ko na maintain? Yun lang talaga, commitment na hindi ko naabusuin sarili ko kasi I've seen the worst side of it. Yun nga, anxiety. And then number 2, yun nga, I don't want my life to be defined by all work. It's just a part of me, not the entire me, no? Yun lang talaga palagi.
And how do you manage a long distance relationship?
Communication,
Ayan.
really doing the effort, planning dates ahead. Yan, importante din. Sometimes sa atin, no, I understand, matagal na din kayo sa girlfriend mo. Sometimes kasi naisip natin na okay na to, diba? Dito lang na sa bahay palagi, pero you really have to initiate some new things together, no? So yan talaga ini-aim ko. So before ako pupunta doon, nagpa-plot ako ng anong pwede namin puntahan, pwedeng gawin.
Itinerary na.
Okay na. For example, last month nag-Jollibee na kami. Jollibee na naman sa okay na naman yan, pero kung wala talagang choice, pero kung meron naman kayong options na, you were able to offer, Jollibee na naman. Dapat something new naman na you can do together.
And so I really appreciate that. By the way, guys, the link to the attendance for the certificate is on the comment section. So kindly click that and fill out the form para masendan ka ng certificate. And it will be sent to you guys within 24 to 48 hours. Depende sa schedule. But let's answer question, boss, from April Gomez. Paano po maiiwasan yung imposter syndrome?
Okay, so imposter syndrome is you feel like you're not who you claim you are, di ba? Parang ganun eh. Parang ganun siya. That there would be a better term for that, pero it's actually happening to a lot of us. So, did I feel that? Yes, when I was stopped by the ICT to become a trainer, feel ko, kaya ko ba talaga mag-train? Diba? Always yan eh. And then pag meron naman akong client na ang daming pinapagawa, kaya ko ba talaga? So, ang point dyan is you don't disqualify yourself, no? Na, di ko kaya to. Give it a try talaga palagi. And then learn from your experience. So, before bro, yung SMM ko, all Canva lang yan palagi. And then, merong nag-offer, malaki naman, pero kailangan mag-edit sa CapCut. Ikaw, magaling ka na eh. Magaling ka na dyan eh. So, ako, kaya ko ba ito? So, tinanggap ko siya. Of course, I feel like, di ko naman kaya to. Parang I'm faking it out. Pero, yun nga, no? Give it a try. We try to learn CapCut. We pull it off. And then, we've been with that client for more than a year.
Wow.
So, i-overcome mo lang yung feeling na ganyan of anong tawag dyan? Inadequacy. Yeah. Kaya nga, di ako papasa sa BPO, brother eh. So, inadequacy, inadequate. Yan, oo. So, you overcome that. You give yourself a try. Don't disqualify yourself. Give yourself a chance. And then, kung hindi ka tinanggap, at least siya ang nag-disqualify sa'yo, hindi ikaw. And then, always try to learn at least one thing lang, no? At a time. Ako, reader kasi ako talaga, no? And I won't say na nababasa ko one book a day, but at least may isang insight per day para maging confident ka with what you're doing. Okay
Nice,
ba?
nice. Yeah, napaka relatable ng question na to kasi I have experienced imposter syndrome. Actually, sinerch ko
Lahat
ano ba
naman yata. Lahat yata tayo.
sinerch ko yung imposter syndrome, sabi dito. Imposter syndrome is feeling of self-doubt and fraudulence that can affect people in many areas of life. I myself always doubt I always doubt myself. Actually, guys, I always doubt that I am good enough. Sabi ko. Tapos actually, sir, nung first time tayo nagkita, I was shaking kasi kontento na ako nag-uusap tayo in social media, but ang sabi ko, I am not good enough to stand in the presence of a very great social media manager. Pero I just internalize itong mga how to cope with imposter syndrome. Acknowledge the hard work you've put in. Try not to rationalize away your success and try to internalize your accomplishments. So though napaka-great na ni Sir Nino, I in my own simple way, I have some achievements on my own. So don't invalidate that success. Don't deny that success. Kasi ikaw yan eh. You did not other people did not do it for you. You did that on your own, and that makes you successful. Ayan. So ayan, yun lang yung ko.
So, but of course, when we look back, brother, nakita ko, when I look back, ano yung pinagsasabi ko, pinagagawa ko dati, as a SMM, mali-mali pala yun. Diba? Pero I won't get that insight and I won't get wisdom if nag-hesitate ako agad sa sarili ko dati. Nagpadala ako sa hesitation and self-doubt.
True.
Okay. Next.
So for the last question, this will be the last question from my list. I'm not really sure if meron pang mga question mga viewers natin. Guys, if you do have questions na gusto nyo itanong sa ating coach na si Coach Nino, just comment down below para ma-answer natin yan. But for my last question, boss, saan ako makakakuha ng karagdagang information and support? I think this is your opportunity to discuss your course and everything na gusto mong i-share. So,
yeah, ikaw na lang mag-type siguro kung paano mo siya ma-type. Pero pwede ba akong mag-chat dito?
Go ahead.
Okay, so tinyurl/neo SMM Crash Course. So this is quite similar to the ICT, except ano lang siya, 5 days lang siya. Ang DICT kasi na training was 45 days. Imagine mo yun, 45 days. So not everyone can commit 45 days. So, dito pala girlfriend ko na si Hairi. Yan,
Kaya nga, sana all.
So, na-distract na ako. Hindi ko na alam sasabihin ko next. So, in the crash course, 5 days lang siya. We try to point out ano lang talaga importante. And then, we'll have a personal group chat. And then, I'll demo paano mo to gawin. Hindi siya recorded. So, I believe kasi mas makalearn kapag live session versus recording lang.
So live talaga siya.
Live siya. So, it's going to be on March 29. And actually, mura na yan eh. And you can learn more. Probably we'll leave a link kay Sir Ralph na page. I don't know anong magandang gawin. But yan lang muna, no?
Ayan. So ito yung parang makukuha mo sa course ni
meron ding recording. Tama.
Yes. So sa iba kasi kasi the reason why mura yun is recorded na lang. So parang mahuhulog na self-study lang lahat. But
marami na nagsusumbong kasi sa akin, bro, yung recording hindi din nila tinatapos eh.
True.
Talaga yung live.
Actually, boss, may dalawa akong course na up until now hindi ko ino-open.
Binili mo kasi mura. Pwede mo naman din tinignan.
Hindi siya binili kasi ayaw ko libre. Binigay sa akin but hindi ko inopen kasi I don't have time. Tapos I'm not that type of learner na basa-basa lang. I learn effectively if merong live person, may tao talaga na nagtuturo sa akin. So that's my learning curve. Iba-iba naman tayo ng learning curve. May iba na effective sila mag-learn when they are reading, may iba na they are effective in learning when they are listening, they are watching, but meron talagang iba na they learn a lot or they learn effectively if they have someone who will teach them. Yan. So, ayan. So, ito yon guys. That's the coverage of it. So, again, sir, do you have anything else that you wanted to share or like maybe a inspirational message sa mga nanonood, aspiring virtual assistant, or even those people na matagal na sa industry and they are still struggling on how to manage their life and their work? Yan. So, mga words.
So, yun lang talaga, no, just a reminder na to take care of ourselves, na ako kasi I was so into hustle culture before. Hustle culture is dapat palagi may ginagawa, dapat overwork talaga, work. And yun nga, no, you know what happened. So, meron naman parang alternative, no, that is working smart, working efficiently, trying to pursue other things outside work. So, yun lang talaga palagi. Kasi if you just, yan kasi ang common, if you try to search, kahit i-AI mo pa, bro, isa sa mga common regrets ng tao pag nasa, na sila, deathbed, they really overwork themselves, no? Wala na masyadong time sa pamilya, sa sarili. Hindi nila nagawa talaga yung gusto nila. So, yan lang siguro. To take care of yourself, give yourself more time, hindi lang puro work. So, work-life balance in a nutshell.
So, moving forward, guys, sa araw na ito, choose yourself. So, do the thing that you love. If you love travel, mag-travel ka. Ayan, marami namang Piso Fair. Kung gusto mo magpaturo how to find Piso Fair, ayan, approach Boss Ninyo kasi napakaraming travels niyan in a day. So, nakakailang travel ka in a year, sir?
Grabe naman. Well, at least back and forth dalawa 'yon. So, twice nalipad sa in a month. Depende kung meron pang additional location, merong rare instances na 4 times in a month. Lilipad. Anyway,
para maka-feeling si Harry May Peralta. So, boss, how can they reach you? Ano yung mga social media accounts that they can go to para ma-reach out nila or makatanong sila about you? Aside sa
pwede
Facebook.
naman siguro sa type mo na lang neosmms.com yung website namin. So, probably pwede na dyan.
Ayan. So guys, I think that's it. If you don't have anything to add, boss, thank you so much for the opportunity. Ayan, I think may message comes in and You can also wait lang. You can also use this or check these links, guys. Pakita lang muna natin um yung link mo, boss. Ayan, so nandito po sa comment section yung link ng website ni boss ninyo if just in case you wanted to if you are interested with the course. So follow boss ninyo on Facebook. Meron ka bang Instagram, boss? TikTok, YouTube?
Hindi ako accept sa mga ganun eh. Meron man, puro kalokohan lang pinupost ko doon. Anyway, thank you for your time, bro. No, I really appreciate this, and I've seen your growth no over these years. Kasi dati, I've seen confidence growth din talaga sa career din ni Sir Ralph, and I'm very happy to grow alongside him in this industry. And mas marami pa siyang natulungan kaysa sa akin kasi he's providing free resources to you guys sa Facebook page niya and to mga Facebook groups pa niya, collaborations with other VAs. So, yeah, good job for that, brother.
Actually, boss, yan yung isang ina-aspire ko na ma-reach na level na yung confidence to have a course.
Yeah, sure. In the future, no, why not, no?
Yeah, in the future, yes. Because it's a good opportunity to share your knowledge and at the same time to earn as well. So, ayan, thank you so much, boss. Really appreciate you. See you soon. Magkikita man tayo and have a great day.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Bye.
guys. Ayan, so we have witnessed one of the virtual assistant that I really admire. Yan, si boss ninyo, James Saos. Up until now, parang awkward pa rin makipag-usap sa kanya kasi meron yung question ni April na imposter syndrome that sometimes you doubt yourself. Ayan. So I always doubt myself. For how many years, guys, I always doubt myself kasi akala ko I am not good enough. I don't look good enough. I don't speak good enough. Actually, up until now, I'm still doubting myself. But the advantage na meron ako ngayon compared sa before is that I have a good network. I have a network of people who support me, who are there for me whenever I need help. So, VA Rookies, guys, is created not only to flex my achievements or to showcase my freelancer journey, but it's also an avenue for you to ask questions, to connect to people, to seek help, to relate to. Ayan. So, I created VA Rookies for rookies. Ayan, sa mga nagsisimula pa lang. And also, guys, nasa part na tayo ngayon kung saan ako magpo-promote. So, if you wanted kung gusto nyo po ng community, ayan, na nagbibigay ng libreng webinar every week, follow nyo po ang Digo City Freelancer. I am a part of Digo City Freelancers. We are a collective of freelancers around Davao del Sur, and we have people that wanted to be a virtual assistant. So this happened last Sunday. Ayan, you can see, nandito ako. Ayan, so this was held sa Magsaysay, Davao del Sur, and we had more or less 15 people attended the webinar. So these people don't have any background, but because of our initiative, because of our collective, we're able to share insights to the aspiring virtual assistant. So if you are somebody who wanted, kung gusto nyong magka-bootcamp sa area nyo, just message us or just message Digo City Freelancers para ma-schedule natin and we will go there. Ayan. So, this coming Saturday, guys, plug ko lang, we have a free webinar, which is an introduction to influencer marketing. So, I'm not really sure if you're familiar with Marga. Si Marga will be our guest speaker this coming Saturday, and that will be this coming March 15 from 6 p.m. onwards. Ayan, libre lang po siya guys, and you will learn a lot from Marga kasi napakaingay niya sa social media, and you can really learn about influencer marketing. Alam nyo naman, kapag influencer, blogging, may pera talaga sa blogging. April Gomez, Coach Ralph, you know what I started learning SMM kasi na-inspire ako how you made your brandings po. Sinabi ko sa sarili ko, I want to be this guy. Oh, sana all. Thank you so much, Ma'am April. Yeah, that's it. Ito yung, I started with nothing as well. Same as you guys. I started as a cold caller. Cold caller yung parang naging niche ko. Nagsimula ako sa cold calling kasi call center yung background ko. And why did I end up being a social media manager, graphic designer? Is because I started a page. This page, ito yung page na to, this page started it all. Ito yung pinakaunang Facebook page ko. And you can see, hindi ganun kadami yung followings ko. But I consistently posted. Yan, nagpo-post ako ng mga vlogs ko. Yan, vlogs ko yan. Ayan, so vlogger ako before. So ayan, I'm posting relevant contents about day-to-day tasks and informations about things that interest me up until I reach I come up with the concept or the idea of creating or starting a page to share my virtual assistant journey. And sabi ko, I wanted to create a page na makaka-relate yung mga tao, mga virtual assistant, mga kagaya kong nagsisimula pa lang. So, that's the reason why I started the page VA Rookies. Ayan. So, thank you so much, by the way, Ma'am April, for sharing your idea. And we will not stop. We will not stop until, lahat tayo maging VA na. Bitaw. We will not stop and we will not grow tired of sharing our insights for free because yan yung parang giving back to the community. Because we are once a newbie and hindi kami makakarating sa kung anong meron kami ngayon if without, kung hindi kami natulungan or hindi kami tinulungan or in-inspire. So, let's go ahead. Hilahan tayo pataas. So, organically grown. Neil, Brian, organically grown. Yes po. So, I'm gonna share to you my insights. As of the moment, guys, parang bumaba yung followings ko. Ayan. So, you can see reds now. You can see red kasi maraming nag-unfollow. But, obviously, napaka-relevant naman ng 2.5 million. Tapos, 413.67 reach. Ayan. And to answer your question, Sir Neil, is it organic? Let me find that overview if organic ba siya. Ayan. So, ayan, ito yung parang trend ng page natin. And you can see here, it's 100% organic. And you can see that it has 0 ads. Ayan. So, organic po tayo dito sa VE Rookies. We established this page out of passion. So, we are not, at isa pa, hindi natin afford. hindi natin afford na magbayad ng ads and followings. Ayan. So, I think that's it. Thank you so much, guys. Guys, I really appreciate you. Though for the past few days, actually 2 days, 2 days, diba? Actually 2 days I was really down kasi people are bashing because of my stand, but yet here you are. You're still here, and that thought is enough for me to continue. Hello po, how many years or month po nyo pong green row yung page nyo? Well, to answer your question, it's been almost 3 years. Let me show you. Yan, go back tayo sa pinaka start. Yan. I'm gonna show you. Yan. Pakita ko lang sa inyo, guys. I'm gonna show you my Ayan, so parang nag-hang na siya. But I'm gonna show you ano yung progress natin. So let's go back from the start. I have ano tawag dito? I have a discovery call by 7:30. So I will just take this opportunity to spend that time kasi ayaw ko namang mag-wait sa Zoom. So ayan. So I more or less parang 3 years back. So I started this page way back May 2 of 2022. So I need to take this down. Wait. I need to take this down kasi nakalimutan ko na yung parang anniversary ng page kasi I don't celebrate that much. So ayan. Ito yung pinakauna. Ito pa yung parang first mascot ko. And ayan. I'm so happy kasi I created this mascot. And ito na siya ngayon, guys. This is him right now. Ito na yun. Ayan. So hindi niyo makita. But let me show you. Yan. Grabe yung progress ng mascot ko. So again, ito yung parang mascot ko before. Ayan, ito yung mascot ko before. And ito yung mascot ko today. Ayan. So, nag-evolve na yung mascot ko. I have several options or I have several versions of my mascot. Ayan. Ayan, si Duterte. Ayan. So, it's basically a fat Asian boy with violet jacket. Ayan. Ayan. Napakarami. So from 2012 yan, tignan natin ang progress. From 2012 from May to August, May, June, July, August. So 4 months, guys, nag 200 followers ako. So November, August, September. So after 2 months, after 1 month, I think 1 month or 2 months, nag 350. Naging 400 by December. Ayan. So you can really say the progress. Ayan, 600, 800, 2,000. Ayun. So July nung parang nag-boost grabe yung talon ng followings ko. So starting July of 2023, which is 1 year after. So you can see the significant growth. 6,000, 700, 900, 10K. Ayan, ito yung new avatar ko or new mascot ko. So, ayan, 6,000 hanggang naging 20K, 20, 30, 40, 45. Ayan, by 2023 December, I end up 45K following. Ayan, so naging 50K by January of last year. Naging 55, naging 60, naging 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 900, 95, hanggang naging 100K last July of 2024. Ayan. So organically grown yan, guys. I did it, I passionately did it. So sa mga nagsasabing it's just all clout, it's just all um it's just all luck or swerte lang lahat. Hindi po. You haven't, you haven't seen how I work hard sa page na to, and through yung kasabay ng paglago ng page ko is the growth personally, mentally, and emotionally as a person. So yeah, with bashings, with discriminations or mga rejections, discrediting my capabilities, I'm still affected. Actually, parang I nasasaktan pa rin ako up until now. But iba na, with all these years of managing this page, I grow with it. Ayan. So, thank you so much sa lahat ng mga sumusubaybay, ang nandyan pa rin na hindi nag-unfollow. Salamat sa inyo because you are the reason why we are doing all of this. So you are the reason, you're one of the reason why I am still here. Ayan. So thank you so much guys from the bottom of my heart. And yung tagline ng page ko, hilahan pataas. So hilahan lang tayo pataas. People may drag us down because of the comments and opinions we have. People may disagree with our beliefs. People may don't like us for no reason. But we will still continue. As soon as God is good, kasi God is always good. Hanggang nandyan ang Diyos, hanggang may buhay tayo, patuloy tayo. Yeah, because we have a dream. I have a dream, and my dream is to leave an impact to this world. So kahit mawala man ako sa mundong ito, may mga makakaalala sa akin na uy, si VA Rookies yung nakita ko na, or si VA Rookies yung parang nagturo sa akin ng ganito, or kay VA Rookies ko nakita yung opportunity na to, yung ganun. So yeah, that's the impact that I wanted to leave in this world. Ayan. Follow go. Ang pag ito. Anyways guys, I will cut short this live. And before I do that, please guys, sa mga naghahanap pa rin ng work, sa mga naghahanap pa rin ng work, apply kayo sa www.virtualteammate.com. Yung rate nila is $5 to $7. They are accepting people who have other jobs. So they are open for part-timers. Open din sila sa mga kahit walang experience pero merong transferable skills. Like let's say for example, admin ka sa isang kumpanya on-site, tapos gusto mo maging VA, they are accepting that type of people. Also, they have time tracker though. Pero yung time tracker nila is just to track time kasi you are being paid per hour. So aside from that guys, meron tayong Atomic guys. Please naman umutang na kayo. I'm not promoting utang ha, but it's a credit card is your friend. It's either your enemy or your friend, but it will be your friend if you will spend it wisely. Sa Atomic guys, you have at least minimum of 3 months installment plan for all of your credits. So hindi siya ganun kabigat in payments term kasi you have ample of time to save to pay the debt. Ayan. And TapTapSend guys, partner natin yung TapTapSend. Bali lahat ng ito partner natin. TapTapSend guys, si Mami MK Bertulfo yung nag-refer sa akin dito. So TapTapSend is like parang remittance app. So you can use TapTapSend instead of PayPal na napakalaki ng rate, Payoneer na sobrang outrageous ng rate, Wise, and other platforms. So you can use TapTapSend. Napakadaling gamitin nito guys. All the client all you need to do is ask your client to download the app. By the way, hindi pa siya available sa Philippines, but it's available sa US, Canada, Australia, UK, Germany, Belgium, UAE. So you can use this. No sending fee. Wala siyang kuskus balungkos. Napakadali niyang gamitin. So just sign in, fill up the form, attach the bank or the card, and you can send it right away. Napakabilis. You can either ask your client to send the money through GCash or bank, and use the code VA Rookies to get $20 off of your first remittance. And lastly, Finlo. Finlo is an accounting firm or an accounting software. Napakadali and very easy to use. Ayan. So free lang siya, guys. So you can use it if you are doing tax, if you are sending invoice to your client, you can use TapTapSend. Finlo. Kasi automatic nang nagsisend yung invoice ni Finlo every time na, let's say, weekly yung sahod mo. So by Friday, Finlo will send an invoice to your client right away, automatically. Yeah, as long as you have the right email address to do that. William, hi, ito si William G. Fernandez. So, si Brother William, saksiyan sa call center journey ko. So, ayan. And I'm so happy to see Brother William succeed on his own way. Owner na siya, co-owner na siya ng Starlink ni Elon Musk. Denied ako anywhere. Laban lang. You will not be, denied ka man ngayon, but soon you will be accepted. Ayan. So ayan, guys, I will not waste your precious time. Meron akong interview or discovery call by 7:30. So thank you so much sa panunood. Please fill out the form, guys, for your certificate. Ayan, nasa comment section para magawan ko kayo and masandan ko kayo ng certificate. Ayan. So thank you so much for watching. God bless us all, and I hope you have a very wonderful day ahead. Ilahan pataas.